Hey everybody, and welcome to another journaling video. In today's video, I am going to be using supplies that I just got in from the July design team kit for Crafty Lisa's Vintage. And I had a pretty good plan of what I wanted to do with the supplies. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the tickets that she included in this month's sale. And I wanted to do an ombre because look at these colors. Does it not just scream for ombre? So I choose some tickets that I know I definitely want to use, and then I'm gonna line them up along the page. I think I'm gonna do blue on one side and then grays or greens and tans on the other, but I'm just sort of going through and making sure that I'm gonna get a cohesive looking ombre. I don't want them all the same color, and I don't want there to be like any radical color extremes. And so here is what I have chosen. And I'm just going to pull off one from each side. I don't need both because I'm going to just be lining them up along the side of the journal, and that's going to be enough for me. I did this on the previous side using some Tim Holtz stuff, and A, I really liked it, and B, I knew that I needed to cover the other side of this page because the paper was going to be really buckled, and I basically wanted to cover it up, and I just was really loving that idea, and it felt sort of like a natural continuation of what I was already doing on the previous pages. And I wanted to be able to use quite a bit of these tickets because I have a lot, and it's not that I want to waste them, but I don't have any guilt with using the supplies that I get from Lisa because they're part of my design team pack, and I really enjoy being able to use these things. So before we get too far into this video, if you can hear a fan running in the background, it is my husband's new 3D printer. He recently got a 3D printer. He has totally jumped into this whole thing, and he has set it up in our office, and it is right behind me. It was printing. It's been printing for like 9.5 hours, and I called him desperate because I needed to get this voiceover done so I could get this video up for you guys. And I was like, yo, does this have a pause button? Because I gotta get this voiceover done. And it's been going literally since 4 o'clock in the morning when you left for work. And it's gotta go. Like, I need it to stop. I can't take it anymore. I've been trying to work in here with dealing with the sound, and I can't do it anymore. I need it to stop. Luckily, there is a pause button, so it was really easy for me to pause it, but the fan is still running to keep the motor cool so that it doesn't overheat. So if you guys can hear that, apologies. And also, I am dealing with serious sniffles today. We have a tropical storm moving over us today, and yesterday and today, I think that everything has just been blown off of the trees. All the pollen is moving around, and a bunch of stuff has been blown over, and I woke up super, super stuffy. So I'm sorry if I sound funny trying to work through it, but I am already on like cut 4 of doing this voiceover because I keep having to stop and blow my nose or sneeze, and I'm really trying to get this done without very clearly having the sniffles. So as I say that, pause. All right, recording number 5. We're going to get this done. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of the tickets on there. I was intending to sort of do blue on one side and green and tan on the other side, but I decided about halfway through that I just wanted to do one side because I didn't want to repeat the exact same layout that I did on the previous page, and I just sort of wasn't liking how different the colors were, and I really liked this gradient a lot better. So in the end, I really like how this layout turns out. It's exactly what I was imagining. And there you can see what I did on the other side. That is for the end of May, and this begins my July journal pages, and I am super into it already. I can't believe it's already July, and being able to use these supplies from Lisa is so much fun. She has such a great selection, and this sale in particular, there is a lot there. So I can't wait for you guys to see all of the listings that she's going to have. The sales happening this weekend, and I will link everything down below so that you can find it super easily. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on to another layout. So initially I had wanted to use this map, but I decided that it was just too pretty to rip. And I was going to just put it right down the middle of the page, but I actually go away from this idea. I didn't cut the footage out because I wanted you guys to see that I am not robotic and these things don't come to me super easily. I work in the moment, I don't have a plan, and that I have to move on from something when it doesn't feel like it's flowing naturally. And even though I wanted to use that matte print, it just didn't feel like it was working for me. And I also remembered that this particular layout was going to include my 4th of July weekend layout. And I would be remiss if I didn't try to include some Independence Day themed things. So I went and grabbed some things that were in Lisa's sale last month. I had plenty left over from that. I haven't actually created with that leftover stash since I filmed all the content for it, because I've just been that busy. But I do plan on using a lot of that stuff up and sharing it with my pen pals when I start to get caught up with things. Finally, hopefully it happens soon. But I did end up bringing in my personal collection of these Patriotic Denizen seals, and I just peel off a couple that I want to use. And yeah, I really like how the end of this layout turns out. Unfortunately, I did not get a third layout in. It's only this one and the previous one, but I hope that you guys don't mind and still like it anyway. I'm still using items from Lisa's sale, so I hope that it is still inspirational for you. But yeah, other than that, things have been going pretty smoothly here. We're very busy as always, but I have got my July Patreon kits going out this week. I've got everything kitted up. I just need to finish my monthly little letter and pack everything up and get it out the door. I'm super excited about it this month. I was sort of way ahead of the game to make things a little bit easier for me, and that has been super helpful. The boys are now enrolled in a martial arts program close to us, which has been really, really fun. I think we kind of knew that they would really enjoy the program, but it can be kind of expensive. So we took the leap, and they seem to be really, really enjoying it. I think it's a really good program for them. It's really going to help boost their confidence and give them some more skills and help them to try to slow down and control their body and their movements. And I'm just really excited to see them thrive in that. And my dad did martial arts, and he did it as an adult, and he really loved it. So I knew that the kids would really enjoy it too. They're obsessed with like Kung Fu Panda and all those types of movies right now. They're just super into it. And yeah, it's just been really fun. But other than that, yeah, things have finally calmed down. Like I said, my family was in town, and they are safely back home now, and we're getting back into our normal routine. Not that we really got out of it because they visited us, but you know, it's just, you always want to be ready to accommodate when someone comes into town. And so it definitely puts a weird, not a weird vibe, it just changes things a little bit for you. And I know everybody was super excited to have them. So I got to chaperone a date for my baby sister, which was pretty interesting. She wanted to meet up with one of her friends that she has known for a while now online, and they actually live in Florida. So they got to meet up for the first time, and I got to chaperone their little dinner. It was so fun. I felt like an official big sister. I've been married and like away from her since she was like 3, I think. So she has no memory of me in her home as her older sister. So being able to do that is just really, really special. And it meant a whole lot to me. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm pretty well done with the layout now. I think I'm gonna add like one more cluster, because I go to like end the video and then I'm like, no, this doesn't feel right. Like I come in and do my close up and I'm like, something's not right. So I add one more final cluster, and then that will be it. So I just want to remind everybody that Lisa's sale will be happening this weekend over on her Instagram account. I will leave everything down below so that you can find that super easily. I also want to thank my July patrons this month. I had a couple upgrades and a couple new people come in, and I really, really love that. I have really enjoyed the Patreon venture, and making these kits every month for them has just really been fun. If you are curious about that at all, I will leave the information, as always, is always down below. But Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to leave them down below. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble. If you are not subscribed, I would encourage you to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss anything in the future. And if you have any questions or commentary or encouragement or anything you'd like to say, I'd love to interact in the comments down below. But that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.